My name is Kaimana.
I'm Izumo, I'm 16.
My name is Yubin Park.
My name is Levi. I am 18 years old now, and I am from Honolulu, Hawaii.
So, I like to skate, I like to surf, I like cooking. Cooking is pretty fun, yeah.
In 8th grade, I told my dad just a random day, I was just like, I want to get back into breaking. And he was like, okay. So he went to do some studying on Instagram, and he found Jack, which is Hijack. Yeah, I decided to just take the leap of faith, go to that class, see how it goes. And ever since that day, I kind of just stuck with it till now.
I was about 10 years old and I was skating with Mana actually, and we wanted to hang out more, so then he took me to Boogie Down where I met Jack and then fell in love with it. And besides breaking, I skate, Muay Thai, piano, study.
Long story, like back in the day, it was like, I don't know, like 6 years old, 7 years old. My first teacher, I think it was B-Boy Solid. I don't know, I think my parents kind of like hooked it up for me. It was like, they wanted me to get into breaking, because like, I think I started watching Jabberwockies on the TV, and then like all of a sudden I started trying to do the moves they're doing it, and my mom was like, not bad, not bad. Pretty bad, but not bad. And she's like, I'll put you in breakdancing class. And then that's how it started. I stopped breaking for a little bit because like I felt like I wasn't really getting better, or like I was just like, it was just like a side thing. And I was like, I think I want to focus on like skating or something, or surfing more. And because like I had more skill in that. But then, crazy story. In my old school, Voyager, I'm going to after school program, A+, Kaimana kids. Hijack was one of the teachers there. And all of a sudden, he was trying to teach us breaking during the after school program. And I was like, yo, you break? I break too. I can do head spin. And then I did head spin, and he was like, oh, that's pretty bad head spin, but I can get you better.
Yeah, Jack is a teacher. He teaches for Keiki Breaks, which is the breaking foundation, the breaking program that he created alongside with Jamie.
Okay, first, my uncle June, he's been always telling me to start breaking. And then at the time, Kaimana was my neighbor and he was breaking. So I was like, okay, I told him I'll give it a try, and we went to Jack's class when it was in YMCA. Yeah, so Kaimana used to live downstairs. Or actually, he was skating, so I was like, okay, I'll try skate. And I met Yubin, and then Kaimana, and then they were also breaking.
The first day I started breaking, when I went with Mana at Boogie Down, he took me to the class, or they were practicing routines. I'm not sure if it was a class or practice. You could just tell like who the teacher was, or like the guy. He was the guy.
Oh yeah, the first time I went to Jack's class, like it was so cool, like doing windmills and head spins. And I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. And me and Uncle June, we started practicing in the garage, maybe once a week. And that's where I learned my first windmills.
I was hooked because like it just looked so cool and like different. I never knew what it was, but I used to see like sometimes at Waikiki, B-boys performing. And then it was just something fun that I had like a group of friends to build something with and create. And then the community, after I started coming more, I became a part of the community and the scene. And then, you know, it's very uplifting, and I think it shaped me to be who I am today.
Yeah, he's also he's a big brother, man. He's alongside, like outside of breaking, he makes sure he spends time with us and actually build connections with the kids and our crew in general. And I think that's what separates him from a lot of other teachers out there, is that he actually makes time and builds connections with us, so that if we were to do competitions and stuff, it just means that much more to us, rather than a teacher just being there just to teach. But a teacher, it's crazy because he's not a teacher only in breaking, but also in life, because he gives us really good advice. So yeah, he's like all those things.
First value, having fun. I think that's the best value. If you're not having fun, there's no point in doing it. Second value, musicality, style, being different, not just staying with the trends, or like doing what you feel is right instead of what he thinks is right, or what he thinks is right, or yeah, or what he does. Oh, that looks cool, but like I think I could change that, or I think I could do something better.
I think my values. I think when I think of values, I think one of the main things is versatility. So I think with Jack and Jeff especially, my other teacher named Jeff Wong, they both inspired me to be the most versatile breaker, because having versatility in your breaking is, to me, in my opinion, is one of the best things you can do when approaching like battles or just growing as a person, because you have to cover music, you have to cover physical strength, you have to cover mobility, you have to cover having content. And so having all of those, having to like maintain all of it is like a good lesson for me to learn, not only in breaking, but also in life as well.
It's like kind of the same, because in breaking, I like to improvise a lot of stuff, like footwork and stuff. And the guitar, I also do a lot of improvisation, which is kind of similar, because you don't know what's going on, like you don't know, like you're just kind of guessing what's coming next, and it's like fun, unexpected, yeah. So you don't know what's coming next, and yeah, and that's how I create, I guess. Inside breaking, maybe I wouldn't compete as much. I'll just do it for fun and to like get my exercise and stuff. Outside of breaking, maybe after high school, I'll focus more on music, maybe, and start doing more like actual stuff, like creating.
Breaking, as looking at it in a sense of growth, for myself, I've always learned to grow by repetition and drilling. That's what I've been good at. But I do, like my favorite aspect of breaking is the creative aspect and how everyone looks so different in their own way, but also just looks dope. So I've been trying to branch out and also be creative, but most of my foundation of how I learn in my process is through drilling, repetition, and just like coming to practices consistently.